Today's sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic in the magnificent Olympia Stadion in the German capital of Berlin. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. These guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys, the designated home team here in the German capital. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits he picked up in New York. But after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
they'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Colts at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
The key for them, generating offense and finding a way to put the ball in the end zone. I mean, you get held under 10 points in your last game. Very hard to win in the NFL. Frankly, it's very hard to win in any league scoring that few points.
They run once more with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Jones. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's good for a Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That's Zach Harrison who forced his way in to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 4th down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. The Falcons send Jamal Agnew deep to return. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now 3rd down and 7. The tight end in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Atlanta.
They'll go play action here with Penix. This pass is caught by London. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a Falcon first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw, Penix. Throws right back to London, complete again. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
A gain of 13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Colts 37-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Penix. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Colts offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. As we transition into the 2nd half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Jones. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Sanchez on to punt for the Colts.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake. Jones. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittman's first catch, good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Looking to throw. Jones. This one finds Pierce on the out route. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. David Onyemata drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 22-yard line. 8 yards.
Now motion left with Mooney.
2nd and 2.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their...
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
For a Colts. 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Again, it's Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And the Colts.
They'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now motion left with Mooney. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Penix. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air, Penix completes a Mooney on the slant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll throw with Penix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They're going right back to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard
So the 14
line.
yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. He'll try and do this himself. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's Week 10, Veterans Day.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Samson Abukum. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
3rd down and 13.
A gain of 4. Brings up
operating from the gun. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
For the extra point.
And he'll he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts offense had Daniel Jones set to take over again. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. That is caught. Down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake. Now Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Penix. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Falcons.
Robinson up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
Penix working out of the gun here. That's brought in downfield by London. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
Gain of 23 yards. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Falcon 1st down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Here's Penix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Third down.
Looking to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Colts.
1st and 10, Taylor now. To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Falcons first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. There's Mooney with another catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They'll run with Robinson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
At the Colts 7.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To the air, Penix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Falcons.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Atlanta.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now he'll tuck this and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Colts first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A little juke. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
19 yards. That's another Colts first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Second down.
Now Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Ashton Doolin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. Gets past one man. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And a Falcon.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the draw, Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now motion left with Mooney. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. They need 2. Here's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Back to the ground with Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jamal Agnew, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing, Jones. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. 1st and 10.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got some space here. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
13 more yards. Complete to number 1.
Off the play fake, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Sacked. A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now Jones. He's got his man. It's Pierce. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
That's another Colts.
Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Here's first and goal.
16 more yards. That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the
Jones. Now he's going to step. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Falcons offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Finding Pittman. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
First down.
And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd not ready to go home just yet. What a night as we say so long from Berlin.